Hello? Sorry about that. I'd go with Joel. Because, you know, he was bad, but he wasn't as bad as Tanner was. Especially after what Tanner did near the end. Yeah, it got pretty bad. Give me a minute, I opened the wrong version. Okay, I think I got it. Why were you giving us all your rights? I gave no one any rings. I've never gone to give anyone any rings. That wasn't me. And if it was me, there's no thorns on it. And if there were, it wasn't me who did whatever they did with it. All I did was sell some items. I never sold any of that ring stuff. And yeah, I keep getting blamed for it though. I don't know how to stop that. I'd say so, because I know it wasn't me. You know, obviously I wouldn't do something like that. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I just have a little, throat problem. Let's go to the, what was it? Fortress. I made a sale, but it was a coincidence that they were the same price, you know. I think they were just copying my prices because I had the best prices around, you know, and they're just trying to leech off of me like they normally do. Oh, there's another one over there. What was that? We're at another fortress. What do you mean? Oh, I should have made a new shield. Damn. you know, since the queen was gone, it was okay for me to just go ahead and step in. I was just keeping it safe, like, you know, safekeeping it, because she wasn't able to look after it anymore. Those are mine anyway, so she just took them from me. You're so... yeah. That's my name, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I never take the Queen's Castle, but I was just trying to keep it safe, you know. That's what you would have done if you were there. Okay, I think I did a loop or something. Mr. Spamton, guys, Spamton TV. It's my little eggs, you know. Yeah, it is an egg, and it can come alive if you leave it long enough. What do you mean? When was I saying that? If it was anything bad, I probably didn't see what was happening. You know, I probably had my eyes closed. Because I wouldn't do it if I knew something bad was happening. I'd probably just, like, sleep talking or whatever it's called. Give me a second. Yeah, I had to clean the mic. It was starting to condensate. Yeah, LA War. I wouldn't, freeze them myself. Oh. And, I think Anthony Turner, I think he's a really bad person. Yeah, he's probably one of the worst ones out there. And I think if you still like him, there's a problem with you. Okay, wait, I'm gonna go back to that gold chest plate. I don't snort pee-pee dust. Pee-pees, whatever. I don't snort any of that, and, you know, I'm actually like an advocate against it, but, I don't know anything about that. Do you, like, oh god, is that the purple one? Like the tall purple guy? Yeah, he's not too bad. He's, been annoying, but that's about it. Alright. Why do you run up to me? Leave me alone. Mr. Spamton, Gregory of Spamton, smash, pass, Queen, I'd pass, and, you know, after what she did, I'd probably kill. I don't steal ads, and that has nothing to do with why my ads have been pulled from Cyber City. That was just like the lie they made up to get me out. Yeah, she's pulled all my advertisements from the city, and she's forced me to operate from a dumpster. She deserves it. The dumpster's good, but yeah, my old place was better. True, your themes. No. If anything was stolen, it was the other way. I wouldn't steal from people. Yeah, it's just not something I do. Smash past you. It depends. Sometimes, before he went crazy, I'd say, smash, but now he's kind of crazy, and I don't want to get near him. I'm not doing that. Okay, somebody called Swatch has been saying things about you. What have they been saying? Isn't that one guy from the little shop? What do you mean egg? I'm not gonna smash an egg. About Task. Which one's Task? Isn't that the cat? I don't think I'm gonna do that to a cat. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, we still got this. Task Manager. Is that the one? Which one is that again? Isn't that the one that which one was that again? Now. Yeah, you have to give me a minute, let me think. Oh yeah, that one, okay, probably best, because, I don't really see anything, because, I'm looking, what was it? I forgot what it was called. There's this one, guy I knew, and, if I could find him again, I would like to talk to him about some stuff. But until I can, until I can find him, I'm just not going to be doing nothing. More for me. Yeah, you can have it. I'm not really interested. Okay, let me see. Who's Muffet? Is it true your name is Spamton? What do you mean, is it true? Of course it's true. What keeps hitting me? Oh, wait. What do you mean wrong place? What happened? I gotta get out of here. Okay, let me get more netherrack. Spamton. Your thoughts on? They're not too bad. You know, compared to some of the other people I've met. You know, of course, you know, find me. So that was a bad choice on their part, but outside of, you know, the fight, I think they're pretty decent people. Damn. Okay. Did it snow? Yeah, it snowed. Yeah, thank you. You know, many people, they say I'm the worst person they've ever met, but, you know, they're just jealous of me, because, you know, I used to be famous and stuff back in, like, you know, I used to be famous, but then, you know, everything went wrong somewhere, and, you know, now I have to walk out from the dumpster. Well, not the dumpster, just a big trash pile with a door. Okay. What'd you say? Oh, what was this? Isn't he from that one place? I thought he was from the, that card place. Opinion doesn't count. Oh, I'm dead. How did you fit PC? Okay. Yeah, the wall has a plug. It has a phone. It's not a small. It's not even a dumpster. It's just like a trash pile, and it's not that small. You can see there's a phone back there, so obviously there's plugins. You know, it's the phone. It's trying to tempt me to pick up. But you don't want to pick up because it's something bad's gonna happen. Okay, see you, Amalgamate. I might do it tomorrow if I'm not busy. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, see you. No people. Sadly, yeah. It's, pretty easy to find every time I, you know, like, open up the internet. It's, you see it quite often. Okay. Where did the peepers? You don't really want to know where they come from. It's not, it's hard to explain. What's that mean? Who's Goku? Yeah, you can do it. I'm not gonna do it. Oh. I lost my shield. Wait. Okay, we still got this. Okay. Then go to the Peepus store and get a Peepus. Yeah. Oh. Let me think about that. I'd probably add the TV guy, and I'd torture him. Oh, I'm dead. My opinion on Elan. That's the, wait, let me make a... That's the little, mantle guy, isn't it? What's his name? I can't really, not Eram. He has like an other name. I think he's, well, I've never really met him. I've only heard about him. And he seems kind of annoying, but I still haven't met him. I can't really judge yet. What? I love TV. I love TV. I love TV. No, I love it. I love TV. Wait. What does that mean? What do you mean? What's the insanity of the perfectly smashable Jebel? What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? Okay, I'm just gonna take your word for it. Oh, I hate TV. You wanna know what Tanner did to me? So, we used to be business partners, and he made me lose my job, and he's the reason I have to, like, work from the trash heap. I think it's the microphone. I got it from digging around in the ground. So the night, I just like the night for many reasons. They're the reason. They came to me and they said we had this little what was it called? This little crystal. Was it a crystal? Give me a second. Yeah, this little crystal. And they gave me this crystal, and I look in the crystal, and now suddenly every time I do something, it goes wrong. And they're making me do all this work for them, so I don't really like them that much. What's your opinion on where's the nail suit? The nail suit? I've got no clue. When I was checked down, that was about the last time I seen it. Okay. Wasn't that suit broken too? I don't remember correctly. Wasn't that one broken? The dollar emoji, I really like that emoji. It's probably one of the best emojis they've got, but a lot of people just like it for some reason. Now, I'm a big fan of the emoji, but some people don't like it for some weird reason. Okay, we can go ahead and leave, I think. I didn't give it to Chris, okay? I don't sell rings. And if I did, I didn't sell that ring. I've already made a video addressing them. I would never give that anything like that to anybody, you know. It's just like a, what is it called? Well, when people do this thing, like smear campaign or something. You know, there's this one guy I saw in the dumpster, and you know, he sells them. I don't know. I think I'm going to pass on that. On what? On Quidexy balls. What does that mean? What is on Quidexy balls? You know, I'd say Spamton, I'd say, Smasher. He's like best looking guy around. I could just come over here. I know. What is that? I've never heard of that before. Oh wait, who was that? Give me a second. Hello, real Benetools, I think. You know, anybody, any Spamton, smash any Spamton, because, you know, they're just naturally good looking. I'm gonna head up there. My favorite song. Give me a second. I think I have it on my community page. I think if you look at post, I put a song there. Let's go something like 1997, 1991 remix. It's probably not my favorite, but it's just the first one that comes to mind. favorite game, yeah, give me a minute. It's Deltarune. You already know what that is. Here, let me take a screenshot real quick. I'll put it up on the stream. Image. That's how much hours I have on the game. I play it quite a lot. Oh, okay. I thought it meant something. I thought I was missing out on something. No, there's gonna be like lava up here. I think that made me look beautiful, but, oh, fuck. There's some people, they don't see, they just don't see it the same as I do, they see looks differently. I'd probably win, because oh, it depends. Do I have the Neo suit or not? Okay, well, it depends then on if, Rousey can use, his healing. If he can't, then I probably got it. Yeah, what that guy said, I'd solo if he didn't have the healing. I'm not even supposed to get down there. Yeah, I probably could pull it out. I probably could win against 100 rolling knights. I'd probably won't even notice they're attacking me. It's not a one. What's a Wonderhoy? What does that mean? Hello, Curtis. Well, I don't normally eat them, but they have kind of like they have a weird texture, but the taste isn't too bad. Yeah, I don't know what Wonderhoy means. Do you mean wonderful or something? Hey, come get me. Yeah. Who's Mambo? Thank you, Gray Dude, I think. Fun, the mic sounds, yeah, this mic, whenever it's messing up, it sounds kind of weird. Besides deals, well, deals are normally, like, give me a second. Deals, I don't normally do them all the time, because, you know, it's hard to find people, but, in my free time, this is kind of what I do in my free time. Not much else to do. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, I know. I've heard of that game. I forgot how you pronounce it, but I've heard of it. It didn't hurt eating that fry, cause you know, I'm used to eating, you know, big long stuff. It's pretty easy for me actually. I'd probably say it was like a piece of cake. Most successful deal after the divorce. Let me think. Give me a minute. It's probably Wonder Chris. I didn't see much, you know. I didn't see much regular deals, but I had some good ones with Chris. Yeah. I think we might be able to go to the end today. You know, we might be able to fight, the dragon. Get the other one, okay. I built that myself. You know, why aren't they dropping nothing? I built it myself. It used to look a bit better, but it's been getting a bit worse. Yeah. That's why it sounds shaky sometimes. Cause you know that's not that voice isn't really good for advertising. So. Oh yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, but it's, oh, man, that's what I've been trying to do, but it's kind of difficult, especially when you're, what was it? You know, when you're in the area I'm in, like, in the corner of the shop, so that's why I'm doing this, because, you know, more people could probably see it like this, so thank you. Took me a minute to build it, and then, like, there's this one creature, I don't remember its name, this tall creature that came and destroyed my last house. It was me. You know, I was the one doing all the work back then. Oh, what's the bad news? You got bad news. No. What do you mean it was bad? Were you not looking for it? What happened? Why were you cooking bread? No, I used to bake, last time I tried, you know, I had this, what was it called? These noodles, and, I tried baking them, and, they blew up because I didn't add any water, so, I don't really bake anymore. No, I haven't even tried. Should I get some, yeah. I get that one rice, what's it, the meat rice, that's the one I get. You know what I'm talking about? What do you mean someone's doing a silly dance to your sadness? Or what? 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 Give me a minute. Let me read that. Oh yeah, I don't really understand anything you said there. It looks like you just threw a bunch of words together. Why not live in the town? I don't want to live in an acid lake. What do you mean? Isn't that obvious? Wait, you hear tennis thing? Let me unmute this real quick. Isn't that obvious? No, that's not what I hear. It might have played earlier, but that's not the one playing right now, I don't think. If Tana gave you, yeah, for that much money, I'd do it. What do you mean? Why wouldn't I do that? Here, let me mute the mic so I can see if it is. Here, let me mute. Here, let me mute. Okay, I think it's the tunnel theme. What's your opinion on on Friends? You know, that's the cat-looking one, right? Yeah, I think they're fine. You know, a lot of people dislike them, but I think they're fine. What do you mean you bug water? Like you're pregnant? What? What do you mean you broke water? Where'd you go? What's your opinion on Vessel? Like the Vessel? The one, oh, I know there's many of them. You know, some of them are bad, but some of them are good. It just depends on, you know, it depends on the soul that's inside the vessel. My water is not watering. What do you mean it's not watering? To me, ever? It depends on what the time is, because, you know, there's people who've been nice and bad later on. So, there's this one, you know, this one Addison. It's probably one of them. You know, they used to be nice back when I was small, but not anymore. What do you mean it's not acting like water? Then it's not water. Are you sure it's water? Okay. Do you know? That's the turtle guy, right? Like the old man? Why is no one dropping any pearls? I think he's good. He isn't, you know, he seems like a nice guy. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Which one was it? I think it was yellow. The one who had like the similar hairstyle. I think that's the one I'd go with. It was yellow or orange. I can't remember. Okay, you tested the water. No, what's wrong with it? What do you mean it's not like water? Where'd the Enderman go? Oh. Who's Mr. G? What do you mean, Mr. G? Who was that? You mean Gasper? You know, he's, sometimes he's, kind of annoying, but yeah, I can't let him hear me say that or he'd get pretty mad. But that's the Mr. G you're talking about. Yeah, he's kind of annoying sometimes, but he gets mad anytime you crank it up. So I just normally stay quiet about it. I'm famous up here. Why am I not famous down here then? Because, it's pretty rough down here. I'd really appreciate being famous down here. I used to be, but you guys know what happened. What did you... Oh, well, I didn't look like this, like a little puppet. I look more like the Addisons. Yeah, I think you can use it to cook soup. No, I wouldn't. I'd probably keep that. I'd probably sell it, but you can do whatever you want with it. Here you go. It's fine, I'm getting money from it, so I don't really care if they sell it. Yeah, I would keep it, but you can do whatever you want with your own water. I wouldn't keep it. I'd sell it, but you know what I mean. what I used the money for the sweepstakes for. I used it to buy this computer, because even though it made a lot of money, I only got like a small portion of it. At what point in the stream? I don't know, when do we want to build a little house? We can make a new one. We can make like a storage closet or something. If you want, we can make a second one. You know, the island's empty. Okay, good news, I pet a cat. I used to have a cat. I don't know where he went, but I used to have one. It kind of looked like Task, you know, but, it was a bit different. No. Oh, it depends. Spamton's the name, but there's multiple Spamtons, but it's not a species, it's a name. What is that? Is that his tongue? What do you mean? I lost it. How do you lose it? I started streaming 67 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I know what I would look like without glasses. They're always kind of on. Like, look. See, I don't know how they always stay on, but they just kind of do. How can you not find your holy water? Where'd it go? Where do you last put it? I'd probably add chroma as a currency instead of the emeralds, because, you know, I've got plenty of it. It makes it a lot easier for me. I know I have eyes underneath them. You know, it used to be, I didn't always have the glasses, but, you know, they just don't come off anymore. What is that? Wait, stay still. Where'd he go? Yeah, what is that? Are you saying that? Well, I see it like a little tongue. Satanic holy water. Isn't that like in contradiction? Oh, no, how'd that happen? Well, you know, not many people accept chroma as an exchange for money, so I just kind of have to use it for whoever accepts it. Okay, we can finally leave this place. Oh, what if your eye flesh dissolved and fused into the shard That's not gonna happen. What do you mean? Why would that happen? I spit Cromer, not money, and Cromer is rarely accepted for money. And that's like a big problem for me because, now I have a lot of it. What do you mean the angel's going to show up? Are they going to show up because, like, the water and stuff? The Spamton lens, it's kind of hard to make them, and, every time I get close, something bad happens and I lose them, so I can't really use them for anything. Damn. There's always a chance for what, danger to show up? Start gambling. I do gamble whenever I have the time, and I know this one place that lets me use Cromer to gamble, so I go there often, but normally I'm too busy with other stuff to have any time. And I used to go more often, but ever since I've been with Chris, I haven't had as much time. Okay. Yes, I think they do. Some have the spam ones, not all. So, I don't know what decides which ones do, but it's like a random chance, I guess. I didn't think about that. I don't have it anymore, though. Chris took it. I gotta get around this guy. I helped make the hype train record. What was happening? What's the hype train? Is that something that happened here? I don't think I know. Oh. Hey, I know what that is. I don't think I've ever seen one. I don't normally use Twitch. I have a few friends and a lot of people I talk to. Most of them are bad, but, I can't really control that. The problem, what did you just kill? The problem with that is they don't really give money for it. They just give you more chroma, so I can't really exchange it there. And I have to go to a place that's it's on the whole other side of the city, just to, exchange it, and I can only exchange so much at a time. What do you mean song of the day? Do I pick that or do you pick that? I don't think I've heard of that. I'll listen later, I guess, if I have time. Okay, see you. What's your name? Takepa? Is that how you say it? Where'd I die at? Okay, where did the peepees at the peepee store come from? Sometimes I can't really donate them because, I'm the one who has to weigh them, but I kind of like sell them to the store because you can't really donate them because, I'm the one who's like incubating them. AUs, I've seen some good ones. Some of them are bad, but the ones that are bad are like, something bad happens to me. Those ones are pretty bad. Yeah, I do, and that's where I get some of my money from. It doesn't pay much, but, it's like not that difficult to do, so I just do it on like the side. I've tried before, but it's really difficult to get in there. It's kind of difficult to even get over there, unless I'm like with Chris, and Chris, I can't really make them go anywhere. They don't really listen to me. If she's not around enough for me to go anywhere, I'm dead. Let me see, do I got anything I use for transportation? She's not really around, and I have to wait until Chris moves me to her, but Chris doesn't do that either. Chris doesn't do much. Oh no, if I take, first, it's not Chris's soul, it's just a soul that happens to be inside Chris. and I could control it. Chris can't. Chris isn't good at that, but I know how to control it. The only reason Chris doesn't is because they don't even need it. I don't even know why they have it. Hello, Larry, how do you say that? I think he kept them because, I think he wishes he could have his own, but, he can't light them, so, I have to do it, and this is probably the last one he had. Well, he might have had more, I don't know. What do you mean, why didn't I help? I did help. I was there, if they wanted me, they could have equipped my glasses thing, but if they didn't equip it, that's their fault, because I could take on the night by myself, but, they just didn't ask me to. Oh damn, we're gonna die again. Okay, wait, let me see. I think I have Enterprise, don't I? I swear I did. Let's take some of that. Yeah, I can. And they think we can't. But if I'm outside, it depends. If I'm inside a fountain, but they're in the light ward, I'd see as normal. But when I'm in Chris' pocket and they're just walking around, I could see everything. Well, I could see. If I can look over their pocket, I can see. Oh, damn. Okay, about the Neo suit, I was down in the basement when I used to live in the, palace, and I saw it, and I knew if I had the disc, I could transfer myself into it, but, there's no way I could get the disc to the suit. I don't know, there's so much junk in there, it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, I'm dead again. Okay, watch this. Oh, it's the soul. What? Yeah, I knew Chris before, they used to visit each other, and, that's when I was in, TV Ward. How do I get out of the cage? Can you not fit through the cracks? Okay, listen, if Noel has a thorny ring, it's not my fault. I didn't sell that. And I don't know who did sell that ring. It was some guy in a dumpster. Not my dumpster. There's a different one. Nothing to do with me. Yeah, can you not fit through like the cracks of the cage? It looks pretty big. What do you mean? I'm 30. Okay. How have you even been, recording stuff? Aren't you still in the cage? What do you mean, when I normally stream? Around right now. This is normally when I do it. I've only streamed twice. Walking, it was pretty bad, but over time, I've got used to it. Wait. Finally, dude. Okay, I've tried telling him about it, but he just didn't listen, so I think someone's lying to you there. Last time I talked to Tenna, I forgot how long ago it was. Well, it wasn't long ago, but the time before that, he didn't even recognize me, so. And I told him, I forgave him, but, he did this to me. He put me in this little phone thing, and, that's why I don't really, talk with him no more. Now, I gave him a second chance, but, then he just sprayed that foam all over me. Did I know? Yeah, I've heard of him. I never met him until, of course, I saw him in the cage, but I heard about him because, you know, he was king and all, or wherever he was from. So it's kind of hard not to hear about him. Especially, you know, when that Wolves guy, he came and he just wouldn't stop talking about him. No, they never really met each other. I think the first time they met was when they were at the, when the Queen was at the cage. You know, they call it Queen and King, but it's of two different areas, not the same one. I used to get that confused. What's the Fung gang? I wouldn't say any of them because, you know, because I'm in like my, what is it, 40s or something, and they're all like 16, so I wouldn't say none of them, but it depends. If you count like everybody who they've picked up, then yeah, there's a lot more options. Because, you know, if you're just counting the main couple ones, then no one. But if you're counting everyone they've recruited, that'd be hard. I'd have to look it up. Maybe Wingblade. Yeah, I know. I'm like one of those email things. Well, 80 to 240. 80 to 240 what? Age? I don't know. I've never really looked into it. They could be. You know, I just assumed they were the age as the rest of them. Thank you, great dude. Let's see, put that back on. Besides mine, give me a second, let me look. It's probably, the old man's. You know who I'm talking about. well, it'd probably be me, because, you know, I'm one of them, but, excluding me, let's see. Excluding me, if you count the evil group chat, if you count Chris, I'd probably say Chris. What? Oh. I know he used to be, yeah, he's been going like a bit crazy ever since it started, but, you know, back then he used to be a lot calmer. Now he's been, you know, just a bit more crazy, I think. Who do I hate? Tana. Because, you know, I tried apologizing to Tana and he just sprayed me with all that foam. I should have made a bed. Sharing the pocket with Jebel, it's kind of annoying, you know, he's really annoying. But, you know, sometimes you just have to learn to ignore him, because, you know, he never really shuts up. Oh, wait, this is shipwreck. Wait, did I already get this one or something? I must have. By gray, dude, I think. That's what it says. Oh, there's a round portal. I think we can make it to the end today. What was that? You saw that, right? Give me a second.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was muted. Okay, let me see what you said. Jebel, he sleeps all day, most of the time. Whenever he's awake, he's annoying though. Let me see. Yes, me and Jebel, we do bet on winners sometimes with other people, but most of the time it's just us. And I like that you're saying I can react to one of your videos when I'm done streaming. Okay, is there nothing here? Am I missing something? You use the mantle as cover, from what, like attacks? As cover from what? Okay, do we go ahead and go in? Okay, I think we got this. Okay, this is a terrible spawn. Oh, sometimes if it gets like real cold, we do, but normally we just you know, Chris's pocket, it's not really that cold in Chris's pocket, so Damn, okay, we got this, we got this. Oh, I thought that would take me. We got this. Okay, that works. So consider Jevil is applying code on this. Yeah. Well, it was even when they were at study, and whenever Noel had a laptop, I'd see him, and he was slightly less annoying, but then he went crazy, and he got really annoying. Yeah, he's always been a jester. He was, yeah, he's always been one. But back then, he didn't have the crystal yet, so he still wasn't, fully crazy. And that was before he got locked up. felt, when people were playing for any doctor. It felt, I don't know how to explain it, but, it just felt like someone was, like, playing a game with you, not really like, it's a hard feeling to explain. Most of the time you couldn't really tell, because, we still see things as like the dark ward, but sometimes it seemed like the light ward. Give me a second. Someone's calling me. Okay, it is a spam. The floors and walls, no, they're not. Oh. Damn, okay, no, the floors and walls, they aren't alive, but the, what was it? The darkness are, it's just not the floors and walls and stuff. They take more after the layout of the room, not the actual darkness, which take after the cards and stuff. Got any more arrows? Oh, I'm out. What's he doing? I don't know. Neither of those has really happened yet. It probably has something to do with the fact he looked into the crystal. When you look into the crystal, you just see stuff differently. Oh. Okay, we almost got it. I think there's one more patch. Okay, I think this is the last one. Okay, we got it. Okay, where's the portal at? There it is. Fuck. Okay, that was bad. Which way was it? This way. The last lightness, you know, they didn't really open Dock Woods before, you know, Chris started opening them in the night, so none of them. Yeah, it has to be one of those guys, but, if we're saying which one I like the most, yeah, I'd probably say Chris, cause, you know, Soul. I'll be right back. Okay, how soft? It depends. You know what is it? What's it called? Let me remember the name. A welt. You know what a welt is? Like one of those welted blankets. It kind of feels like one of those. I wouldn't know about taste because he's a cod and he doesn't smell good. I don't know if he bathes or not. I don't think I've ever seen him bathe, and he was locked up in a cell with nothing for a long time, so he probably smells pretty bad. Yeah, I'm used to it, but it doesn't mean, it smells good. It smells bad, but I'm used to it. No, I still smell it though, it just doesn't bother me as much. I don't really smell through my nose, you smell through your nostrils, and, my nostrils aren't any different, it's just the nose is long. I think I smell the same. bear was still there. Yeah, I wonder if the bear was still there. Let me check. Do you think the body would still be there, just like floating in the void? Yes, I like bananas. I used to eat them all the time when I lived in the palace. Wait, do you think we can go get it? Yeah, we got this. We got this. I didn't think the mod would keep the body. I thought it would go into the void. I wouldn't know. Chris, let me think. Oh, there's that. As long as I've been with them, there's the one night with, what was it? So there's the one where they ate the pie. Then there was the one where they, they were in the, living room. And then last night they couldn't sleep, so they could. I've never seen them do it. let's see if we can get an elytra. Where am I? Give me a second. My mouse died. Mark towards, okay. I'm not going to stand myself. I can see. I have a far range of distance, but I didn't mark it in chat. Okay, I'm gonna head to who's closest. I'll head to that one. Okay, let me see. Does this one have a ship? Is there no ship on that one? I can't tell. some of them do. It depends on when you get them. Because if you get them like too late, it's rotten. And if you get one of the early ones, it just has a weird taste to it. This is one like chicken sandwich one. I like that one. What was that? There was this one TV dinner tent I used to have. It was called like it was like a hamburger or something. It was good, but then he made the ingredients like the quality and stuff cheaper, and it just tasted terrible since that. I don't think he did. No, I think it was a different pair of Pippins. I think the ones in the card castle, I think those are the ones that got fired, whatever it is. Fired from they got fired by Tennis, so that's why they moved to the card castle. Oh, look, it's another gateway. I don't know what that means. I think so. Wait, look. Look at this one. Wait, where'd it go? Is it this one? Yeah, look, what is that thing? He's like wearing a little bow. He's had like a suit on or something. Oh, I'm dead. He didn't even drop a barrel. Okay. What does that mean? What do you mean, is it heavy? I don't think it weighs anything. I didn't even look at him. Why don't any of them have pearls? I think it makes things heavy. Why do none of them have ships? Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I was looking at something. I think. Don't they give it to that one guy? Sham? I'm pretty sure that's what they do with it. Sometimes I think the one they got from the night, I think they had to wait a day for that one, didn't they? enemies, isn't that one of them a weapon or something? Wasn't it the one the knight gives you? I think that the knight gives you that one. Wait, no. Yeah, the knight gives you one of those. I'm pretty sure. Now, it's almost 3 hours now. I think I'm gonna get this. I think once we get this elytra, I think I'm gonna get off. What time is it? It's only 1 a.m. for me. Okay, there is a ship over here. What was it like? Yeah, it was fun. You know, it was nice, but the strings kind of sucked. What's it still doing here? Okay, hello, Delta Soul. Would you say, probably not, because, you know, well, it depends. It depends on, where I am at the moment, because if I'm at the, give me a second. If I'm in Chris's pocket, probably not, but if I'm just, like, sitting somewhere, probably. We gotta do that whole walk again. Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should give it to Chris, and then Chris should give it to me. Well, give it to the Neo suit, and then give it to me. Some of it, a lot of it, just some stuff I find. But, a few things or so, or some back then. Yeah. Unlimited bacon, but no games. Peepers, yeah. I'd rather have that. Unlimited peepers for no games. Okay, I think, I'm not gonna die this time. Hopefully. Over there. I'm not sure. I just, one day I was just able to do it. It was before any acid. It was before that too. I mean, after that, I was able to do it more often though, but on inflation, you know, I know I'm not a big fan of it, you know. I like when everything's cheap. I don't like paying a lot of money for stuff. But, you know, my shop doesn't have inflation if you want to buy anything from it. Oh yeah, it changes, but it's no inflation. You know, it's just regular price changing. So. Teleport me out. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, I do. I've had to deal with them before. Okay, is it harder to pee and poop and open doors? What do you mean is it harder? Why would it be harder? I mean, a bit, but it's not, like, serious. I don't know the identity. I just know like the night, I don't know who they are. It like scales with your body, doesn't it? long as it is. It's 3 hours and 2 minutes. That's how long it took us. Okay, the allegations about the thorn ring are false. I've already discussed this, you know. It's just like a smear campaign against me. I'd never sell anybody a thorn ring, or whatever it was called. And if I did, I didn't make them put it on the well, and I didn't make it. I didn't make them do whatever else they did with it. I forgot what it was. No, that was me. We did it. So you sit through this whole thing? Okay, Okay, I think I'm about to go to bed or something. What's the time? Yeah, it's nearly 2 a.m. Good night, Curtis, I think, and how do you say that? Let me check. Tybrion. Okay. Good night. I'm gonna go to bed now. I've been on for like 3 hours at this point.